Hello everyone. Today I'd like to introduce you to Leanne Matthewson, who is a partner at Murdoch's Lawyers in Toowoomba, and for the last 12 years she's been an estate planning specialist. Welcome, Leanne.
Thanks, Ross.
So Leanne, tell me a little bit about yourself. I understand you've represented your country in your chosen field of sport.
Yeah, so many moons ago I was lucky enough to play women's rugby, and when I was at uni, and so I represented Queensland and ultimately Australia, so that makes me an ex-Wallaroo.
Excellent. And how are the Wallaroos going to go this year?
Yeah, look, they're always a strong team. They're always in around the top three. There's a World Cup every 4 years, so they'll be well placed to represent us again, yes.
Excellent, excellent. Rugby is a very cerebral sport.
Can be.
Now Leanne, today I would like to tell everybody a little bit about estate planning, and I was just wondering if you'd mind telling us, why is estate planning so important? Why do we need a will and an enduring power of attorney? And why do we need to pick guardians for our children? What happens if you don't do all those things?
Sure. So not doing those things probably won't hurt you, but it'll leave a big mess for your family. So the three biggest issues are that you don't know who's going to step in and want to control your estate or your affairs. You don't know who's going to step in and want to be the guardian for your children. You don't know who's going to receive the benefit of your estate. Just because you've been married doesn't mean that your wife will receive or your spouse will receive everything. So all your life insurance could end up in the hands of people that you didn't expect. And the last thing is it can be costly. So there could be tax or stamp duty that has to be paid by your family, which could have been avoided if you had a proper estate plan in place.
Thank you, Leanne. When we were talking earlier, you told me that you help people to sleep better. Would you like to elaborate on that, please?
Yeah, so I don't prescribe pills. What I do is I talk to people about what it is that's keeping them awake at night. Most times it's things that I can help them with in terms of making sure that everything will run smoothly if they find themselves incapacitated or unexpectedly die. My job is to give people peace of mind and make sure that what they want to see happen does actually eventuate.
So Leanne, if somebody came to you for some advice, what would take place? How do you go about your work?
Sure. So usually we have a great initial meeting. One of the best parts about my job is that I get to meet so many wonderful people from different walks of life. But we'll have a chat about what stage of life they're in, what sort of industry they're in, and usually I can give them some experience around what I've found works for other people who have similar situations. So by me getting an understanding of what they own, how they own it, what the family dynamic is, I can start to give them some recommendations or ideas around what they should consider in terms of a plan. Once I've given them my recommendations, they can then think about that and decide what's important for them and maybe prioritise those things, so that over a period of time we might do one thing a month together to get that things to do list a bit smaller for them. Excellent,
excellent. Well, Leanne, I can see that you're very passionate about estate planning, and now I can see why it's so very important. Thank you very much for your time today, and we'll see you in the future.
Good, thanks Ross.
Thank you.